Welcome everyone to WIT's Tutoring Group. Today we're going over practice question number 6 from the Foundational Concepts chapter of the ACS Exam Study Guide. This problem asks, the formula for strontium hexafluorosilicate is as follows. What is the formula for aluminum hexafluorosilicate? Now, I've never heard of this compound. I'm sure it's a legit thing, but that is okay. It's our task as a student, as a test taker, to take our knowledge and apply it to new situations. The first most important thing about naming compounds is, do we know whether or not it's ionic or a molecular compound? Now, here are some hints as to why it's ionic. One of the best telltales, the first thing is a metal. And that usually tells us that this is an ionic compound. Another thing that's if it was molecular, the proper way to name a molecular compound is to name every single element, not group them together as hexafluorosilicate. We'd call it strontium monosilicon hexafluoride. That's what the name would be if it was molecular. So this is ionic. What that means is we have a strontium ion. What's the charge of a strontium ion? Well, we have a periodic table to figure that out. You see strontium in this second column, which means it has 2 valence electrons. That means it has a +2 charge. And then we have hexafluorosilicate. We're going to treat that as a group. It's a polyatomic ion, but it's a single ion. Now, how many hexafluorosilicates are there? Well, if we look closely, there's no parentheses around it, so we know there's one of them. So if there's one of these polyatomic ions, and it perfectly balances out a +2 from the strontium, what must be the charge of the hexafluorosilicate? Well, it must have a -2 to balance it out. We need to know that before moving on to the aluminum version. So, aluminum is right here on the periodic table. So, this is main group 3, or we call it like 3A. That means it has 3 valence electrons, or that it likes to make a +3 charge. And then we have the hexafluorosilicate with -2 charge. So, what must their ratios be in order for them to balance each other out? Well, here's an old trick. You kind of cross their charges. So we have 2 aluminums, and that's from that 2 right here. And we would have 3, and I'll write out the real thing, hexafluorosilicates. And that is why the correct answer is B. If you have any questions about this, feel free to leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.